Once upon a time in the ancient land of India, there lived a great and noble king named Porus. He was known far and wide for his bravery, kindness, and wisdom. King Porus ruled over a vast kingdom, and his people loved and respected him dearly. One sunny morning, as the birds chirped and the flowers bloomed, a group of children gathered in the courtyard of the royal palace. They were eager to hear the legendary stories of their beloved king. The court storyteller, a wise old man, began to narrate the tale of King Porus. Long ago, in a time of great turmoil, an invader from a distant land set his eyes on the riches of King Porus's kingdom. This invader was none other than Alexander the Great, a powerful and fearsome conqueror. He had already conquered many lands, and now he sought to add India to his vast empire. The children listened with wide eyes as the story unfolded. The storyteller continued. King Porus knew that his kingdom faced a grave threat, but he did not cower in fear. Instead, he gathered his army and prepared to defend his people and his homeland. Alexander's forces were formidable, and many doubted King Porus's ability to withstand the invasion. But he was a brave and strategic leader. He inspired his soldiers, telling them that they fought not just for themselves, but for the freedom and safety of their families and future generations. The children couldn't help but cheer for King Porus as the storyteller went on. When the day of battle arrived, the two mighty armies faced each other on the banks of the Jhelum River. King Porus rode proudly atop his elephant, a symbol of his strength and courage. The battle raged on, and the clash of swords and the blaring of trumpets filled the air. The battle was fierce and intense, but King Porus led his troops with unmatched valor and determination. He showed no fear in the face of the enemy, and his bravery inspired his soldiers to fight with all their might. After a long and hard-fought battle, King Porus emerged victorious. His forces had managed to repel the great Alexander the Great's army. Despite his defeat, Alexander was impressed by King Porus's courage and nobility. He not only spared his life, but also returned a significant portion of the conquered lands, recognizing the strength and resilience of this great Indian king. And so, the legend of King Porus lived on, not just in the history books, but also in the hearts of the people, passing down from generation to generation.